This episode is brought to you by Columbia Sportswear. It's snowing again, and that wind chill is killer. But you're not worried about that because you shop the Omni Heat Infinity Collection. It's warmth perfected with tiny gold dots that reflect your body heat inside and protect you from the cold outside. No snow or chilly temps can stop you now. Go out anyway. Shop the Omni Heat Infinity Collection now at Columbia.com/infinity.
The holidays are a time to feel and create joy. And what could be more joyous than the look on her face as she unwraps a stunning new jewelry piece from Blue Nile? How about getting 50% off your purchase? Blue Nile offers premium quality, priced below traditional retail. Their online experts are available 24/7 to answer any questions and make sure you've picked the perfect gift. For a limited time, you can get 50% off at BlueNile.com. That's 50% off at BlueNile.com.
If you're a last-minute gift shopper, then Instacart is your holiday rescue app this season. No more tracking packages, no more trips to the post office, and no more Christmas gifts arriving in February. Instead, you can just download Instacart to order gifts like beauty, tech, and gourmet goods from local stores and get them delivered in as fast as 1 hour. Plus, right now, you'll get free delivery on your first 3 orders. This offer is valid for a limited time. $10 minimum per order. Additional terms apply. Must be 21 plus to purchase alcohol where available.
It's Halloween.
Oh, no.
And it's full of ghosts.
Boom.
No. So,
Boom.
we're going to pick up the action in on Nessa. It's a glorious evening, spooky even. The Nancy's has some pumpkins outside because it's spooky season.
Keth does like Nancy's pumpkins.
Oh, you beat me
Thank
to
you,
it.
mate. I got that
You
first.
beat me to it.
And so, the 4 of you are all at home in your beds after having gorged yourselves on far too many candies and chocolates and lollies and all those things, depending on where you are in the world. And you didn't brush your teeth. So,
No, we want the flavour to last.
yeah.
Insulin. That was for breakfast.
Sweet
That
insulin.
Sweet insulin. And as you're drifting off from your candy-filled dreams, you all awaken in a fine cabin.
No,
With
candy. We're
plush.
not supposed to touch. I'm a customer.
Chesterfield furniture, and the scent of pumpkin spice lattes in the air.
It's happening again. It's happening again.
Oh,
Jeff just
no.
wants to, could Jeff walk over and just hug Milo? This is happening again.
It's roll to hug, roll to hug.
It's okay.
Oh, I failed. I hit him in the face. No.
With what?
You don't want to know.
It depends if he was dressed or not.
There you go. That's the one joke we're allowed now.
Right, dick joke number 1 complete.
It's done.
I think we have a quota of 79. I think was the highest I saw. So
Roger.
78 more to go.
That's a subtle dick joke. I like it.
And as you look around, you see there's
Where are
a
we?
cornucopia of. Yeah.
Normally I'm hungover.
Well, it's because you were just
I have a
drinking.
sugar hangover.
It's those pumpkin spice lattes. They don't give you the same effect. Like a
Well,
pumpkin spice.
Yours
ale.
went half full of rum.
Yours are only half full.
But that's why I'm so jittery.
They're recession pumpkin spice latte rum.
I've had 12.
Somehow buzzed and drunk.
Yes.
I need to pee.
You really need to pee. Anyway, so as you're looking around, you see a figure in the corner of the room in a shadowy chair, with high wingback and it's holding a large tome. Welcome.
Excuse me. What's your name? We never got your name.
I know. I have a story.
I'm not interested. I want your name.
He's always got a story.
Please sit down.
I'm already sitting down.
Oh yes. So you are.
Don't worry, he's not much taller standing up. I think the customary words are trick or treat.
Yes. Trick or treat.
Keth immediately just lies down so he doesn't fall over later.
Trick, no, treat. Shit.
You said trick first. You said trick.
He meant treat. He meant treat.
Treat.
Oh, very well.
This is a very,
Lucky
very,
dragon of England.
it's a very, very niche, convoluted reference. I'm sorry, anyone who's listened to Roll Britannia knows Eddie Izzard is one of our go-tos. Oh, yes.
Anyway.
I'm Church of England. Sorry. It was so funny in that voice.
So do you sit down, the rest of you? Well, Keth's laying down. Milo's already sitting down.
I'll sit injury because he knows what's coming.
I'll sit down on Keth.
Sit down on Keth.
Jeff's going to curl up like a dog by the fire. Just accept his fate.
Good. I'm going to tell you a little ghost story.
Oh, that'll be nice. No drugging.
Don't
sit there. I'll have that drink then.
Oh, this seat's lumpy, isn't it? I'll start like wiggling.
That's my face. I didn't know you could be a puppeteer, Keth.
Oh.
And both your hands are there.
Oh, Keth, I'm sorry.
What?
No, I'm sorry, Keth.
Oh, I know. You're lucky I don't arm for some reason.
He says, so, our tale begins on a stormy night, and a strange carriage pulls up outside a fine house. And you slowly drift off into the mists of sleep.
Whoa, boring story.
Yeah. He didn't even need to drug us this time. There was drinks last time.
And you all awaken.
Yeah.
And you're in a van.
A van?
What? What
A
is
van?
this?
What's a van?
Oh no, you know what a van is.
Oh.
Yeah. You're in a van. It's got shag piled carpets.
Ooh.
Oh, oh no.
Hell
Who's
yeah.
driving?
Who would like to be driving?
I would like to drive.
Keth, you're driving.
I'm
Keth,
You're driving a van.
Why are you
Look,
driving
I'm doing
a van?
driving. I don't know why or how, but I seem familiar.
And
Like riding a bike.
just as you realise that you're driving, a bolt of lightning cracks through the air, and you see looming up to you very quickly some wrought iron gates.
Ooh, ramming speed.
Speeds up.
Only joking.
I'm going to hold on to the shag pile carpet.
I took out the seatbelts to save weight.
This waterbed keeps sloshing on me.
It's our van. It's not my van.
Can I? Does everything seem other than the fact that we're in a van? Everything seems normal. Like
Yeah.
we're all okay.
What are we wearing?
Yeah, you're there.
What's the registration of the van?
Oh, no, you're inside the van.
Inside the van.
Look in the
It's in the glove
compartment.
box. Have a look in there.
Just get out the window, Milo. Stop leaning out the window. You can't see the license plate.
But he's enjoying it, look. He's enjoying it.
So what
Yeah, but
do
his
we
face is
all
covered
look
in
like
bugs.
then? What do we look like, Mr. James?
Well, I would say that Derek, you seem to be wearing a very fine suit.
Oh.
You're a little rotund. You are. You know.
Slip that one in. That's what she said.
I was before.
Yeah, but you carried it.
And yeah, definitely.
And he still
Um,
does.
Oh, obvious.
Oh, thank you. very much.
Obviously, he does.
Well, no one else is
But,
going to carry it for him.
Falling on my feet here. Free carpet. Free.
You seem a little less dwarven than usual, though. You seem a bit more human, although not particularly tall in stature.
I catch sight of my reflection in the rear view mirror and go, I'm hideous! I'm hideous! I look like Jeff, I'm hideous!
Wait, do I look like you? I'm going to look in the rearview mirror too.
You're going to look at just all crowding in around.
Keth, out the way. This is important. Move. Get out the way.
You all know that rearview mirror is purely cosmetic. I can't see out the back anyway because it's a van.
That's why it's a vanity mirror.
It puts the van in vanity mirror. Use the one in the sun visor.
How do you know what that is?
Clamber
I don't
over.
know.
I'll clamber
Jeff,
over
you're a surprisingly handsome-looking chap. Although you seem to be less scarred than usual. You don't seem to have a magical eye in anymore. You just look two normal eyes.
Am I still colourblind?
You've got both eyes.
Yeah, you are.
I'm still cut. What?
You've got both
Jeff-
eyes.
Jeff's
I'm just going to poke you.
slap his hand where the fake eye would normally be, just because it's not used to it being there.
Ow! I've got depth perception.
Whoa, you're really close and far away. That's incredible.
Keth, you're not green.
Keth, you're not
My
green.
You do have a
Beautiful green
lustrous
skin.
beard, though, and a top knot.
But I do look fabulous.
And
My
some
tattoos.
fantastic shades. Even though it's night time, you're wearing your shades.
Is my
Just too
King of
cool.
Drinking tattoo still there? And have a quick look down my chest.
You open your t-shirt at the top, just have a quick look down and go, yeah, it's still there.
Oh,
Definitely still there.
Can Jeff do the same, but Jeff would
So
like to do the
only I
same,
can
but
read
not
it.
with his t-shirt? Just to check
Jeff,
his
you
own?
do that, and yeah, it's not what it used to be.
Oh.
It really is Halloween.
Milo, you're a fairly sort of handsome chap as well. Significantly taller than you used to be.
Ooh.
You're not halfling size anymore. I mean, you're not tall. Don't get me wrong.
So I'm
a good.
basically my height.
Yeah, about your height. And you're wearing a shirt and a jumper and a long coat with a scarf. You look fairly
lucky.
sort of stylishly bedraggled, I think I would say. Ruffled hair and all sorts.
I'm gonna grab Milo by the collar and go, "Who's this tall drink of water and what has he done with Milo?
It's me, Derek.
Who are
It's
you,
me.
you sexy man?"
I can't use any of my height jokes now.
You're still the tallest. Well, you are now the tallest.
Guess the tallest.
Yeah. Keth's the tallest now.
Yeah.
This is bullshit. I've grown.
It's a
He's got
Halloween
bigger and
miracle.
I've got smaller.
Yeah, it's true.
This is great. Even though I'm not green. Which is
I hate
fine.
being human. Wait.
Wait a minute. Have you stopped the van?
Yes, I'll pull up
Or
outside.
did you
I'll
just
do-
plow
That's
straight into
not
the
what
gate?
you said at all.
You
I
said
mean, I
you hit
joked.
ramming
I
speed.
shouted ramming speed, sped up, and then slammed on the brakes.
Slammed on the brakes, so you all fell forward.
As we're checking
None of
ourselves
you are
out
wearing
in
your
the mirror.
seatbelts.
Career into the windscreen.
Yeah, the other three of them all plowed into each other in the windscreen while Keth's there just chuckling to himself.
Suddenly, I know what a van is, but seatbelts, never heard of them.
But I say, I took them all off the other seats and just put all four on mine. I've got a full harness. It's going to take me 5 minutes to unpick it, though.
Thank God that waterbed and Jeff cushioned my fall.
What are we doing then, boys?
Okay, so
You have arrived at your destination. You don't know how you know this, but you have.
I
we
think
skidded to a
we're
halt.
here.
Does it say it was raining and stormy?
It's not actually raining yet, but there is lightning about, and it looks on the verge of rain.
Milo,
It's
have you got
nighttime.
some sort of
Yes.
shelter protection spell or something that you could just cast for us? Just to...
Yeah. I'm gonna try and fire off tiny hut.
Nope.
What?
No tiny hut for you, sir.
Just there, Milo, just outside the door. I don't want to get
It's
wet.
not-
It's raining.
It's not
Yeah.
What? It's not working.
No.
What?
Oh,
right,
right, Bill out to have a look.
Where's
Bill?
this chandelier?
Bill? Is there a
No bill for you, sir.
And then Keth's going to look down on his left arm, and there's just a snake tattoo that goes all the way down.
He's two-dimensional.
Same colours.
Are you all hopping out of the van, or are you just going to stay there for the rest of the episode?
Keth will step
hop out
outside.
I'll
wondering
hop
why
out
he's
the
not.
van as well.
Kev gets out the driver's seat, and the rest of you slide back the sliding door and all hop out of there.
Yeah.
And
Like
as you
the
step
80s.
outside,
I
the
love the
camera
mural
pulls
you've got.
back. Oh, it is, yeah. There's a wolf and everything.
I love the mural. Is that an African leopard and some little girl in a dress for some reason?
No, that's
Who gave you
me.
permission to do this?
I painted it myself.
We can tell.
Now that's a niche.
It was dark and I was very drunk.
And the camera pulls back and sees all four of you standing next to a well-painted, certainly painted van outside some gothic-looking gates. At the top of a long driveway sits a foreboding-looking manor house with a bolt of lightning cracking through the sky. And for some reason, you all think the words to yourself, "Let's go beyond the veil."
Let's go beyond
very nice.
the veil.
Beyond the. I was just going to say that.
That's what these metal things are called, isn't it? Veils. We need to go
Yeah,
beyond
something
that
like
veil to get to the house.
So, listeners, what I'm going to say to you is today is unlike your regularly scheduled D&D fun. The boys and I are going to be playing a playtest of a game called Beyond the Veil.
Yeah.
It's by Renegade Studios. They have kindly let us play this for you. And the boys are playing sort of versions of themselves, but set in the real world where all things paranormal may be true. Or maybe not. I guess they'll find out.
Spooky.
Don't worry, Renegade. We promise to break it. Oh,
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
promise
We will
not to
find
break
your
it.
weak points.
So, are we ready, everyone?
Very much
Yeah.
Cool.
So
I don't know what I'm doing. I haven't got a Scooby Dooby-Doo.
so. No, that's D&D.
Yeah. Is it?
That's just life, Tom.
Well, you're not wearing any trousers, so yeah, you failed that one.
That's just life, Tom.
But you've got your socks and your
So-
shoes on.
I'm formal. Smart casual.
The four of you find yourselves an unusual party, former, friends through various connections who all seem to have come together to join Milo. Today, you've all been asked to join him on a little, well, I don't want to say adventure, but more of a sort of admin. You see, Milo, you received a letter just the other day from a group of solicitors, Harold, and Harold. And
Not related at all.
no, absolutely not. That's that's what was weird about it, is that they're all called Harold, but none of them are related.
Some of them are the first names, some of them are the surnames.
Yeah, it's strange. And this letter informed you that a relative of yours, a very distant relative, called Milrus Chuckstone, had recently passed away. And after searching far and wide, and after many failures and refusals, you had been drawn as the next in succession to take ownership of Chuckstone Manor.
Love it. Love it.
There was, of course, one slight caveat to the new ownership, is that before you could take ownership of Chuckstone Manor, you had to spend at least one night there.
Which I believe is legally binding and very common.
Yes. Yeah, it's how it works.
Pretty much the process.
As Chip says, as somebody who's just done a house move.
Yeah, it was terrifying, but it worked.
Especially with the people who are still in there, they're trying to find you.
Oh, is that not how you're supposed to do it?
Yeah. If you're
It's
not
funny you
found-
say that. it's funny you say that because at the very moment, the big metal gates in front of you with concrete or stone pillars on either side, it's hard to tell, with a big brass sort of quite worn plaque that very clearly says Chuckstone Manor. Beware all ye who enter here. It's a really inviting sign.
Wait, what's
the
the
gates-
creepy relatives, Milo?
Well, yeah, I suppose. Should we go in?
Yeah.
It's at that moment that the gates swing open and a car that looks strangely like a sort of like a taxi, but a bit longer. You might call it a hearse. It's hard to tell. It's moving that quickly. A bit more like a London cab than a hearse for copyright reasons. Strange. Comes tearing out of the gates, and as it whizzes past you, it's all painted in sort of white and red, and there's a strange protuberances coming from it, and you just hear a voice just going, "Don't go in there."
What? Did I manage to?
Okay.
Can I do a roll to maybe it's analysis or something? Or I don't know if it's sight.
What do you want to do?
Vision. That's the one. I want to see what the number plate of the car says.
Okay.
Does it say not pre-booked, not insured?
I imagine
That was just
that'd
an
be a
Uber.
I imagine that'd be a vision skill, right?
Yeah, would you? Yeah.
Vision.
So roll
vision is
whatever your vision
senses.
is.
So
Yeah,
vision is
yep.
my D12.
So you're a D12 on that, aren't you?
I am. Ooh. I rolled.
So let's. I'm going to introduce a basic function of this game.
Mhm.
So because you guys haven't played it before, and our listeners probably haven't played it before either. So how this works is that each of you have abilities. Now those are broken down into physical, mental, technical, social, psychic, and senses. And for each of those, you will use one of the standard set of polyhedral dice, depending on how good you are at it. So something you're very good at, you might use a D20 or a D12, for example. Something you're not very good at, you'd use like a D4 or a D6. And the idea is that you will need to roll above a certain score using that dice in order to achieve what you wanted to achieve. And there's ways that you can do better. So if you roll your maximum score, you actually get to roll the next dice up the list, because you've done as well as is possible to do, and actually you get to push yourself even further. So that's exciting. So sometimes you might be asked to say roll an 8, but you only have a D4. Now that sounds like a hard thing to do, but A, you might have a modifier that helps, and B, you might roll a 4, which means you'll get to roll a 6, and if you roll the 6 on that, you might roll an 8 on an 8, and then you roll again, and up, and so on and so forth. So it's not all doom and gloom, even if you're not good at a particular skill. So we're going to find out together how this works, and I'm sure we will get many things wrong, but I'm going to enjoy playing it with you. So this is going to be the first roll of this. So you've got a D12 in senses.
I did, and I rolled an 11, and I've got 2 ranks in vision, so that makes that a 13.
A 13 on a 12-sided dice.
Yeah, somehow.
Unlucky for some.
What? Yeah, I mean, I would say that with a 13, that's a pretty good roll to catch. You wanted to see the number plate, did you?
Just the license plate. Just wondering
No, okay.
what it said.
Out
Out of interest, really.
Yeah. It said Ecto 47.
Oh. Right,
Ooh.
I'm going to remember that, because he almost hit our bloody van. So
It did have a
hear it
hurt
from our
sticker on the back,
solicitors.
though.
They'll be hearing from our solicitors. Right then, Milo, you want to turn this place into a car park, do you?
Let's go in.
I should clarify, my occupation in this game is listed as consultant.
Oh, I'm just businessman.
Yeah.
So, out of interest, how does Derek know Milo in this world?
Well, he's hired me through his many. What are you, Milo? Like an influencer? Personality.
Entertainer, influencer.
Yeah. So through his many obvious debts that he's racked up as an entertainer, and media personality, I've been hired as his business consultant to see what he can do with this property that he's inherited.
Nice. Nice. But you haven't inherited it yet.
Oh,
True.
That's what's important. You do have to spend the night. Ooh. No one's ever done that before. Totally new concept.
Well, if we're going to spend the
original
night
story.
here, we better bloody get on with it, shall we?
Start the clock.
Are you going to drive up the driveway, or are you going to walk and leave the van out here? What's the plan?
Take the van.
You guys walk.
Do we
I'll
do we
drive.
have any? Is there any equipment in the van or anything like that? Do we have any like equipment on us? Or
Not really. No, you just came to spend the night.
I didn't even bring me
Sleeping
PJs.
bags and
I'm
pizza.
sorry.
You brought a bag of clothes, I think. You know, just. wanted
I
to-
haven't got a bag.
Okay, you haven't brought it. No. As per tradition.
No,
What if he
Jeff
didn't
does
have
not
a
have a
huge and
bag.
useful
Give him a bag.
in
He
this
put a pair of underwear in his pocket, and that was a bag.
Let
'Cause
him
you
have a
never
bag.
underwear
just
in a
this
pocket.
once.
Keth is going to hop in the van and drive it through the.
It's really concerning because he's staring out the window into the dark, empty part of the house. So I'm like, is someone in there? It's genuinely freaking me out because his sense is better than my sense for things like this.
Stop it! That's
I'll-
Staring at someone.
I'll
Distracted
hop in the van.
by
Sorry.
the pointing.
Yes.
The sea dog.
You've seen
So Keth will
something.
hop back in the van and then drive it up the drive. And
Yeah,
then
I'll go
I'm
with him.
Imagining a roundabout, like a turnaround.
It's a slightly annoying driveway that snakes switch back left and right.
Oh, does
like
it?
a really unnecessarily long driveway compared to the walk that it could be.
Yeah, that's fine.
All the way up to a little roundabout right outside, a little turning circle right outside the front door.
Keth takes
That's
the
where
wrong
I'll leave
exit and
the
he has
van.
to go all the way around again.
That's where I'll leave the van.
Okay. And you all make your way up there, and you find yourselves outside the manor house, the manor of Chuckstone.
Quite impressive, this place. You
Don't worry
come
about
from a lot of money.
We'll have this infestation out before you know it. That's why I'm here.
Infestation.
How
Definitely
does
frost iron.
how does Keth know Milo here?
Keth is he's a disgraced. What's the word?
Disgraced. Love how he starts his
anything.
description with that. Keth is just disgraced.
Oh, someone that you employ to get like infestations out of your house and that sort of
Pest
exterminator.
Yeah, yeah.
Control exterminator who was
He's
disgraced.
disgraced exterminator. What did you exterminate that you weren't supposed to?
He lost his license for experimental techniques and equipment. So then he decided to become a pet detective instead, due to his affinity with animals. And he was hired by Milo to find one of his most favourite pets that he lost. And he's still on the lookout for that. But while he's still on retainer with Milo, he's to come and help him out with his house, make sure it's not infested.
What's on retainer?
He's on
Since I'm
retainer.
paying,
Oh, Milo,
coming
you've
out
got
with shifts
you've
and
got a hell of an
boxes.
entourage, haven't you?
Hence
Oh, yeah.
the debts. He's on retainer.
Yeah.
That's the debt.
He's got a pet detective on retainer.
Yeah.
How many pets are you losing?
Lots. Many. Too many.
Keth might just be keeping them and just not giving them back to keep the contract
Just-
up. I'm still
he
looking.
returns one. He returns one and just takes another one at the same time. He's running a pet racket.
Which is weird. 'cause
That's
I
why
only
he's
have 2
disgraced.
pets.
Yeah,
He
I
got
know
caught
that
the
because
last
I've
job.
got them all.
Cool. So you find yourselves outside, and a bolt of lightning cracks through the air, and a light rain starts to fall.
This is going to make my hair all frizzy.
Right, let's get inside.
Yeah, Milo, have you got keys to this place?
And at that moment, a voice from behind all of you says, "Hello,
Ah,
you the new young master?
I'm Milo Toscom.
Ah, the great grand nephew's cousin, son."
Yes.
as he unfurls the family tree parchment. It's gonna get all wet.
Well, you'll be needing to spend the night. I've taken the liberty setting up the bedrooms, although I see there are 4 of you, so
One of you will have to spoon, or perhaps take the sofa. Okay.
I'm not sleeping on a bloody sofa.
There's no blood on them.
I'm sorry, who are you?
What? The name's Alric.
Alric.
Alric's the name. I've been caretaker and ward of this house for nearly 60 years.
Is the house in good condition?
Oh, it's in fine condition. It's a little more populated than you might imagine sometimes.
That's why I'm
what
here.
do you mean?
For the pests.
What kind of pests are we talking about? Are they like rats or cockroaches? I don't do well with
I'm
bugs.
sure you'll find out.
That's helpful. Thank you. Can we go in, Milo? It's really rainy.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You got some
Got
keys?
some
on you, mate?
letters in here, apparently.
Yeah.
Good luck. And don't let the bed bugs.
So it's
Fuck.
bugs. He could have just said bugs. Why didn't he say? But why
Yeah.
was he so ominous?
For some
Let's
reason,
just go in.
I
and leave
thought
him
he
out
was
here
going to
in the
say,
rain.
don't fuck it up. I don't know why. though. Let's go inside.
You go inside and you just leave him standing outside in
Yeah,
the rain.
Jeff's going to maintain eye contact, and he closes the door in his face.
Do you think he's
Just
2
so
weeks from
unhelpful.
retirement?
Now he's going to die of exposure. He's been working.
Just as you hear a lightning strike outside.
He's been there for 60 years.
He's 2
Even if
weeks
he
from
started when he
retirement
was
now.
16. He's an elderly man.
Jeff, make sure you lock the door.
You can lock the door if you want
Yep.
and slide the bolt across.
Yep, we're in here for the night, apparently, so... I don't know what that was.
And just as you slide the bolt home, a crack of thunder and a flash of lightning illuminates the space you're in, and you see you're in a grand hallway with sort of some semicircular staircases leading up from sort of both directions up to a sort of central mezzanine, if you will. And there's a table, and a small circular table in the center of the room with a fine rug on the floor, and some bookcases off to both sides of the main front door. What are you up to? What are we going to do?
I'll walk over and just have a look at the
Check the
bookshop.
bookcase.
Yeah, I want to
Okay,
let's find some interesting stuff to read. Let's hunker down, get cozy for the night. Don't suppose
So-
there's a TV around.
This is a new game,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
and unlike with D&D, we there's sort of a new pattern to how this works. So with Beyond the Veil, instead of just doing actions and various bits and pieces, and then combat, you have what we call investigation and actions, and then there's a sort of resolution round at the end. So, but there could be a number of investigation rounds. So what I'm going to say is that you arrived in this spooky house. You're not entirely sure what's going on.
No.
You've got to spend the night there for some reason, and a creepy old man who snuck up behind you and is standing out in the rain now told you that the house is sometimes more populated than you think.
Mm-hmm.
And a hire car drove past and told you not to go in there. So it's a little spooky in there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to say that this is our first investigation. So with your investigations, each player will get 3 actions, and an investigation round lasts for about half an hour, and you all have 10 minutes per action. Now, you don't have to take those all in one go. There's no particular order to this. Effectively, this is all happening at the same time. The next 30 minutes is all happening at the same time. So you can choose to use 10 minutes for 3 shorter actions. You can choose to use all 3 actions for one sort of 30-minute action, where you can collaboratively work together on various things. Really depends what you want to do as to how long those actions take. So, as you've said, you would like to go and check out the
bookshelf. I want to see if
The
there's
bookshelf.
any good books to read to get us.
You want to check. Okay, you want to find something to get you through the night.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is going to be a fairly easy check. So, if you'd like to roll a sort of, an investigation of some kind, or what skill do you reckon? I think this is going to be a senses check of some kind. Isn't it?
Yeah, I was going to say it's vision. Probably.
Vision. You're just looking for books that look kind of interesting. So yeah, I think,
Well, that's
a
one
nice
of the
little
ones.
vision check.
Use some of my skill points.
Oh, and that is helpful.
Because senses, I only have D6.
Ooh.
But I get a +3 now because I thought I'd spend
Okay.
6 points on them. Because I've just gone,
I'm choosing 3 skills, and I'm going to max them.
Fair one.
You've min-maxed yourself.
Yeah,
I
4
like
skills. 4 skills, sorry. So I've rolled a 2 plus my 3 is a 5.
a 5. Okay, well, I mean,
You don't?
you certainly find a book.
Yeah.
You find this book. You open her up, and a child jumps out and throws a handful of sand into your eyes,
No.
and then runs away off into the distance.
Do we all see
I
that
found
child?
one of the pests. They're sandy. Literally.
And we've entered what we are going to call an action phase.
Ooh.
Now we jump straight in because I want you to kind of get a feel for this.
Yeah.
In an action phase, instead of an investigation where you have sort of 10 minutes per action, these are like 10 seconds per action.
Cool.
Okay.
So now, you have had something has jumped out of a book and thrown a handful of sand into your eyes and run away. Now, with this, you are going to take some physical damage. You see?
no.
I'm going to use PowerPoint.
Ooh.
Not like a presentation.
You'll excel in that.
He hits your eyes. Here?
Word.
Yeah, I was going to say that one. There's a team sponsor.
So, this is
We're a
an physical.
We teams.
What is it? Oh, okay. You need to roll your physical to resist, please.
Oh, no.
So, roll a physical.
My strength is
that
my
nice-
weakness.
That nice pointy one,
Possibly, yeah, possibly.
But I critted.
Oh, you rolled a 4.
I did.
In which case, you get to roll a 6. Roll a d6 then, see if you do better.
Do you add
Better than a
together?
4 with a d6.
Yes.
That's a 6.
In which case, you now get to roll an 8.
Oh my word! I can't believe this is happening.
I'm panicking. I don't even know which dice that is. The one with 8 sides, I
diamond
assume.
Like 2 mirror being stuck together.
That's it.
That's the
You
one
got 10
that
seconds.
from The Sims.
That's a 3.
Oh,
Oh.
God.
No,
It's not quite as
Oh, so you
exciting
take
as
the
an
6, which is fine.
So,
So you had a d4 and you managed to roll a 6, which is pretty good.
that's... Yes, defying the laws of nature.
Jeff, Chip, I think we may have found your game.
Yeah.
So I need to
Did you do this in D&D?
Yeah.
If you let me count them up, I could do
Also-
that. That's what I do.
Also,
I count.
So the great news is you rolled a 6, yes?
Yes.
Which means you actually don't take any damage.
Ooh.
It's probably because I've got these cool shades on. I don't know why I'm wearing
Yes.
them in the house.
Well, it's up to you.
I'm wearing mine.
Okay, so now
I want to be like
we're in action phase.
Yep.
Something dramatic has happened. Something spooky has just happened. A child jumped out of a book and threw sand in Jeff's face.
So did
You're
we
all
all
a bit
see
spooked
this?
out by this. You've got 10 seconds to act. What's going on? What are we going to do? Who's up next? Derek, what do you do? If you choose to do nothing, that's absolutely fine. You can choose to do nothing.
Yeah, I won't have seen this because have been looking at paintings instead,
Okay.
Oh, God,
appraising
looking to
them
make
for
a
their
burglary.
value. Yeah, no. We own the house.
Not yet.
We will.
We will.
Milo, what do you do?
Do I see in which direction the child ran off?
Ran off
North?
to the other end of the room and
Southeast.
I mean, let's call it north. Let's through the opposite end of the room to the front door.
True
Okay,
north or good north?
I will follow
Magnetic.
the child.
Nice.
You're going to follow the child. Okay, cool. Okay, so you run off into the darkness of the house, and you very quickly encounter a door.
At full speed.
Can I open it?
You can certainly try.
I'm coming.
You are trying to open the door, and it is locked.
Not for long.
Keth, the door's locked.
On it.
Okay. That's so you have 3 actions, as I said. You can choose to do like any number of things, but this is urgent situation here. You've just seen a child jump out of a book and chase away into the darkness. You've run across the room. You now have 2 more actions you can choose to do, or you can stand around and just let it go. You've encountered a locked door.
Do I have any keys on me?
You do not.
That would be really convenient. I have a key.
But
A master
I bet
key to this
Ulrich
entire
had all the
house.
keys.
Can I go back outside to the old man?
You can run back the other way and open the door very quickly.
And I'm going to shout to him, have you got any keys?
I
mate?"
never did. I didn't say you could do that. I said you could run back to the door and open it very quickly.
Okay, I'll do that. Is
Remember,
he
you've
still
only got
there?
10
Okay.
seconds.
No, he's not there.
Oh. I'm just going to shut the door.
Okay, cool. So you run back and forth across the room.
Yeah.
Keth,
Keth will have seen this as Milo ran first and then ran away. Keth will have ran past him and got to the locked door, and then he's going to try and make entry.
okay, you have a skill in this.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Called breach entry.
Okay, cool.
So I can read this out because I really like.
Yeah, what does breach entry do?
Breach entry, and it's got a little comment that says clear. Removing obstacles is your jam. Attempts to gain entry are upgraded.
Nice.
So
Okay,
I guess
so this will be a physical thing, I guess. So you're going to attempt to kick down a door, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I can't see anything else that might be.
Okay.
So would this be a skill? What skill would you have for this?
No. It's a physical check, I think. So
Just a physical check.
I
Then it
think
says
so.
it's
I mean, you're
upgraded.
yeah.
There must be a
So
skill
you
that
take
I
the
have.
next dice up.
Parkour.
But I can't because it's a 20 already for anything physical.
Yeah, it means you take a 20 and a 4.
Oh. And add them both together.
Yes.
Okay, let's do this. That is that's an 18 and 3. So
18 and a
21.
3. There we go. So 21. You apply boot to door.
True Keth fashion.
And it swings clean round and opens up into a dark room.
Ooh, is the child there? Is any light
this would
spilled
be-
through and illuminated the doorway? And
You
like,
haven't
strip
lit
of
any
light?
lights. It is dark.
Yeah, that's what I want to do in these 10 seconds. Is my first thing.
You have not lit a single light.
Scrabble
No,
around.
It is dark.
To try and find a light switch. I would like to try and find a light switch and turn it on.
So you kick open a door into another dark room.
Mm-hmm.
And Derek?
Milo,
Yeah.
how much? I'd like to use my action to analyze the paint. If are there any paintings?
Okay,
on the wall?
roll to analyze.
Excellent.
There's some paintings on the wall, yeah.
Because I've heard all this commotion, but I'm just.
You'll be looking at paintings in the dark.
Yeah. Yes, I am. That is a mental skill. So that's a
That is
It is
D10.
pretty mental.
Yes.
It is mental. I'm looking at paintings in the dark.
These paintings were all at night.
You think they'd put something brighter in here to liven up the room? I got 7.
Okay, yeah, you with a 7, you can't really assess them, but that's unsurprising. It is dark.
These paintings are all shit. Anyway, what's going on? Why do you
Jeff,
look so
what are we
sweaty,
doing?
Milo?
I would have basically
Spin running.
flown myself to the floor, sort of like what's going on. Someone's just thrown sand at my eyes and jumped at me out of a book, which is bizarre. So collapse to the floor. What the fuck? And then I'm just going to stand up, moving away from the bookshelf wall to try and find a light switch because I don't want to be near the bookshelf, obvious reasons, but I do want to find some light. I like light, and I tried and cast it, and it didn't work. So
It did not.
I need to find a light.
Okay,
switch.
roll investigation to find light.
Investigation would
That's-
be
You can
that
find
would
it in the
be,
Holy
a
Bibbly,
sense.
senses, and
Yeah, that's a senses, I think.
but it wouldn't be vision because it's dark. Would it be
I
smell?
mean, it's not like you're not like in a sealed container. It's like nighttime.
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
house, you know.
Yes, and especially with flashing lightning, I'd imagine.
There's lightning coming through the windows occasionally, and there's
Coming
the
through the
natural
windows?
ambience of outside.
That's incredibly dangerous.
Yeah, striking.
So it's
Well, we need to get the wiring fixed.
D6, and then But is it a skill of vision or is it just a straight ability roll?
just an ability roll, I think.
Okay.
Just one ability, actually.
Classic Jeff.
1.
He's back, baby. Yeah, he is. That's a 1.
Jeff, how do you know Milo? We never
Yeah,
established.
we haven't got that one.
No one's asked yet.
Jeff, how do you know
Yes.
Milo? Out of interest.
But I could try. I'm usually quite good with technical stuff because I do quite a lot. I set up quite a lot of his setups when he does like bigger shows and things like that for his fans. Now he started on his TikTok page and things like that, and I had to do a little bit of help with that, but I wasn't really particularly good with the social media. But I'm really good with like building the camera equipment, getting that set up, getting the lighting right so he looks the best, and it gives him that extra height look. That's why he looks so tall right now.
Right. So
he's not taller, he's just well lit. Is that how height works?
Yep. You're just really well lit.
At all times. I don't even know, like,
in dark rooms,
sunglasses all the time.
Because in pitch black rooms, Tom, everyone's really short. Prove me wrong. You can't see that, can you?
Yeah.
Jeff, you sound a bit shaken, mate.
Well, I've just had a child jump out of a book at me. Like, Derek, this is weird.
Have you got a recording of it with all your camera expertise?
No, we haven't brought any equipment. There was nothing in the van. I didn't know we were trying to. He didn't tell me it was for a job. He just told me it was there for a night out.
There's like 3 cameras in the van. Did you not see them? I thought you knew.
But you rolled
Well,
you rolled
one.
one.
Just a one.
Yeah. Yeah. You didn't find a light.
It's just too dark. I can't tell you my backstory properly when I can't see.
Can I look for a light switch?
Yeah, you can. You can look for a source of
Very
light.
bloody dark in here. Has anybody tried to find a light switch yet? I'm going to roll a d12.
Yeah.
That would be a 9 total.
You don't find a light switch, but you do find a candelabra.
Oh.
On that table in the centre of the room.
Anybody got any matches or a cigarette lighter or something? No?
One of you can have one if you want.
I'll have one.
There you go.
Here you go.
Jeff. You can have a lighter.
Oh.
He was looking for light and had light in his pocket the whole time.
Yeah. Didn't think to use that. I was scared. A child just jumped out of a book at me.
Go on.
Speaking of being scared, you successfully light the candles, but you're all a little bit spooked by this. So feel a little bit spooked up. Bit of spooked out. Bit of spooked up. Bit of spooked down. Bit of spooked in. Other prepositions are available.
I've been spooked around.
Spooked under. And so you're all going to add 5 to your fear level, please. Yeah.
Is this a fear check or something? Because it's
just the level of fear has increased by 5.
Ah, okay.
So is that so? Just to check on the character sheet, you've got a fear thing that goes from 0 to 100, is it? And you've got the different fines.
So
spooked.
You'll notice on your character sheet you have a scale called fear.
Yeah.
You all start with 0, but you've now been a little bit spooked out. So it's going to go up to 5, please, which is the smaller mark in between 0 and 10.
We're still in 5.
I don't know if you know how numbers work.
Up to
still in 5.
90 to 100 is broken. You're just broken on the floor in fear. That's incredible. That is going to be me.
Yeah, possibly. So, yeah. You've all sort of got through an encounter with a spooky being.
So did you say that there was some camera equipment in the van? Because I'm happy to set up some camera equipment so we don't get... No?
Yeah, we should record this.
There's plenty of camera equipment. I'm going to have to charge you for its rental, though.
Well, if you bring it here to me, then maybe we can discuss.
I'm charging you for its rental.
But you...
Go get it from the van. Go get it.
You... Wait, you want me to... Okay.
Can I roll an intimidation?
Yeah, you can.
Can I contest this with something?
Yes.
I imagine it'd be
probably some sort of social skill, I would imagine.
Maybe willpower? Or bravery?
Yeah, bravery, I think. To stand up to being intimidated, yeah.
Okay, so that is social, which is a D20.
Okay.
My intimidation is also social. No, it's physical, apparently. Which is a D12, never mind.
He just looked a bit intimidating.
I rolled natural 20. Alright, fair enough.
I got 13.
I got a... Where is the... I've lost it.
Oh, actually, I got +1. I got 14.
Hey.
I got a 14 as well.
And it goes to the
What's your modifier?
I rolled a 12 and it's +2.
Oh, he's a little bit more intimidating. But I think we're going to call that just scraping by.
Right.
Because you just did it.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be... now, there's a thing for that. There definitely is. Hold on. Scraping by. Where are you? I'm trying to bring out all these mechanics just so we can have a little play around with them. A little,
But once we've gone through it, it might seem a bit of a slow start. But I think once we've got through the few of them, we'll just fly with it. We'll be like, right, do this, and now we'll do that. Well, Alex will at least.
Scraping by, there we go. So,
very good with these kind of...
when a reality check is met exactly, the action is considered a success, but only just. So, you will do this thing, but there will be a consequence.
So I'm going to go and check the van for cameras.
Yeah, so you're going to go and check the van for cameras, eh?
Well, that's what he's told me to do. I'm ready
Go
to
get the bloody cameras for the van.
Unbolt the front door, have a step outside into the pouring rain,
go back to Keth.
Roll of thunder, crack of lightning, and there's no van.
Well, Keth?
Fuck. That old bastard stole
There's no van.
Alric stole it.
Where's the keys? Have you still got the keys on you?
Yeah, of course I have.
Well, click it, because I can't see it anywhere out here. The van's gone. I need it to beep.
Okay, then guess what? The booted open door, you'll leave the threshold of that room, and then pull the key fob out of his pocket and go to walk outside, because it's not a new van. It's a slightly shabby. It's a proper key in the door thing.
It is. Yeah.
What are you talking about? And then he'll look out peek his head through the threshold of the main door. Go, Jeff, where's my van?
Mate, I don't know. Maybe the little girl took it. I don't know. Things are disappearing that should be here, and things are appearing that shouldn't be here. This is Milo. Do we have to stay here tonight? Can't we just get an Air D&D, B&B down the road?
B&B.
Oh, nice.
I like it.
B.O.B. Well,
well, we can't get
my
there.
favourite van.
I guess we're staying.
So we're fucking stuck here, are we?
I'm going back
Let's
inside.
just stay the night.
Good job, Jeff. You lost the van.
It was the little girl.
Sake, Jeff.
Can we
This
just...
little
Can
girl
someone,
that you
can
don't
someone
have a
find a light
recording
switch,
of.
please? This is...
There's no light switch. There's a candelabra. Keth, what did you find in that next room? Anything interesting? Should we take this
Well, I was about to go
candelabra?
look through until Jeff lost my van. And then...
I'm just going to close the door and start bolting it, and then...
You close the door and bolt it up
essentially
again.
follow them through.
That's coming out of your wages, Jeff.
What wages? You're getting paid?
Yeah. I get paid every week.
This is the point where
Regardless
he
of
figures
how
out
many
he's
pets
the
he does
only
or
one
doesn't find.
It's just on retainer. Well,
I'm getting
let's come have a
paid.
look in this room.
Yeah, I'll take the candelabra through to the room.
You bring it with you. Okay, yeah.
Followed.
So you enter the other room and you find a grand room with some sofas arranged in a sort of sociable seating area. You can find there's an armchair, another couple of small little tables, some dressers, a big library that almost fills one wall. A fireplace at one end. There's a drinks globe. There seems to be many more books and numerous. There's at least 2 other doors coming off this room.
Derek, could you take one of the candles off that candelabra and get that fire started?
Well, I am a fire starter. A twisted fire starter. Where? I'll go and start the fire, I guess. With the
Gives a bit of light and a bit of warmth. I imagine it's a rickety old house. And it illuminates the room.
Jeff's going to come through the door with his lighter in front of him, just sort of following.
Well, I'll let you spend a bit of time to just. I think that's an easy enough thing to do. I think you can spend some time just lighting a fire and a few other candles around the room.
This is your bedroom anyway, Derek. It's got the sofas in.
So, any of the other items in this house, Milo? Do you know if your relatives did trapped any others, trapped people in them, trapped traps in them, just general?
I have no idea.
So far,
It's
I've
a
walked
pretty
in and picked
swanky
up one
place,
book.
isn't it?
It's
General sofa.
Yeah, I was waiting.
It's a different game. Can't do it.
As you're asking this, you hear a voice from behind that says, "Well, I see you found it inside. How are you?
Alric.
Get out! Who let you back in the
This
house?
is the living room, the grand sitting room, you will. The master's library is this way."
He gestures towards the wall of books that has sort of more books behind it. There's like a sort of almost a sort of nib wall of books, and beyond that, another whole wall of books that fills the entire wall. And he gestures to the door to the right, and he says,
"Through here is the dining room, the master's kitchen. Over here is the master's study," and he gestures to the left. "Upstairs you'll find the master suite, the guest bathroom, the guest bedrooms, and that will be all. Just don't go looking for any hidden rooms. You won't find any."
Why is there
What
a
about-
van in it?
I was going to say the same thing. What about a bloody van? Can we look for that, please?
There's been no vans here for 40 years.
Just Converses.
Oh, nice. Like it.
I'd like to get very close to the man and prod him in the chest and go, "What the hell are you talking about? We arrived in a van, you've nicked our van. I don't know how you hoodlums hotwire things these days, you youngsters. But I'm telling you something now. You're going to give us that van back." And I'm just going to keep prodding him in the chest.
Ow. Ow.
It's okay.
Stop it.
It's okay, lads. I was just checking to see if he was some sort of ghostly apparition. But of course, he's not. I'm a total skeptic about these things.
I think you practice collarbone.
Just be aware, you might see a spirit of sorts may have said such a thing. A child has been seen. The master used to call the child Sandrew or something.
Sandrew.
Do they throw sand in people's eyes?
Sandy, yes.
Sandy. Sandra.
Something like that, yes. Yeah. He was
Is it
rather
spelled
fond of the
Sandy
little...
with a Y or with an I?
I've never written it down.
I can't believe you see.
It'd be a sand eye.
Oh,
Just be aware that others who have tried to stay here before have found the child somewhat overbearing. Never had much call for trouble myself, but, they said something about him being lost and lonely, maybe. I'm not sure, but lots of sand about the place that requires a little sweeping up. Just try not to make a terrible mess. Maybe find out what happened to him. Maybe that'll cheer him up. Who knows?
is this Sandy the owner?
Best be off.
Yeah. Oh, he's gone.
There's a crack of lightning, and as you look back, he's gone.
I've got to go and exist somewhere else.
I can see you hiding behind the sofa.
As you look in the corner, you see there's a stuffed old lady there as well.
Ah.
Look at her teeth.
Well,
The bolt of lightning just illuminated the room in such a way that the gloomy corner where the stuffed old lady was briefly illuminated. Now, I think it's time we had a bit of an investigation then.
Yeah.
We're going to try and find out this. We're going to track down this spirit that's thrown sand into Jeff's eyes
Yes.
already.
Yes.
Because you might find, I don't know, maybe you'll just try and get on with it and just take all the sand damage.
It's lonely.
Or maybe you'll try and resolve this and survive the night.
Well, that'll be the end of part 1 of our Halloween special. But fear not, the next part is coming, just tomorrow if, you're listening to this live. But if you're listening to this and catch up, it's just the next episode. But either way, the next part of Beyond the Veil, Roll Britannia, is coming very soon to your ears. Stay posted and keep downloading. Thanks very much for listening. I'm your pirate voiceover guy. See you next time on Roll Britannia.
Sports Social Podcast Network.
'Tis the season for chicken fingers at Raising Cane's. Warm up with cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, Texas toast, and the real source of holiday magic, cane sauce. Happy holidays from Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.